Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, I was just sitting here minding my business and I went on YouTube and I nearly ran over to Neo Tarot's channel because she did a new reading on Foodie Beauty. And the name of the reading is Foodie Beauty is Homeless question mark. Ooh, I had to check it out because it's always a good time with Neo Tarot, and she's always on point with her readings about foodie. So I wanted to sit down and do a react to Neo Tarot's reading. She just released her reading about an hour ago, I think. So I'm going to wait a little while before I release my react to her video. I'll wait till later on tonight, but I've got time right now to do a react. So I'm doing it now. And I hope you guys enjoy. And if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also check out Neo Tarot if you haven't. And if you want to find her, look down below in the description and you'll see the link for the original video. You can follow that back to her channel and check out the video and all of her wonderful content. And also she has a merch store where if you would like a private reading from Neo, you can purchase a private reading on top of that. So tell y'all what, how about we just get into it and see what Neo has to say about all of Chantal's shenanigans. All right, I hope you guys enjoy and get a cup of coffee or a glass of tea and some snacks and buckle up because this one is fire.
Foodie Beauty, home situation. She's not there. She got put out. She's homeless. She had to move. I don't know. Yeah, Spirit said you asking for help now. Please help. You're dealing with poverty. Not my business. 37 is significant. And in this help, you're seeking abundance. You're seeking more money. Spirit says you have a Jezebel energy. What? Hey, y'all. Hey, let's get into this amazing reading for Foodie Beauty. Y'all hit me up and said she don't have a home no more. She's homeless. I don't know. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, so this video and its contents are for entertainment purposes only. Tarot readings are intuitive interpretations and should not be considered a substitute for legal, financial, medical, or mental health advice. Your discretion is advised. So what's going on with her living situation? She's homeless. She's not there anymore. She was there. She ain't there. Spirit says she's throwing 3 sheets to a wind. Crying, sobbing, all the things. And Spirit says when you get done, why don't you try manifesting and directing your energy toward a more positive and high vibration if you choose. At the heart of it, you want peace, but you're drowning out your situation with a beverage and or music. Spirit is acknowledging that she is lighting a candle, requesting assistance and or guidance, and that she's not rooted and grounded. And so trying to attain something that is high frequency, a high vibration, is unattainable because you yourself are not rooted and grounded. Okay. And Spirit is also acknowledging that heart has an issue, has a concern to seek medical attention. Also acknowledging that this impedes upon your finances. You don't have up healthy boundaries, and that you could be dealing with an unhealed earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, I don't know why Spirit wants me to say Pisces, but Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, blowing off steam, rebellion, merriment, overindulgence, and wanting to escape. When it comes to your home situation, Spirit says that this is the windy road that you chose, and your choices matter. Good choices equal good consequences. Bad choices equal bad consequences.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at those 3 cards right there. Not the long road. Not the long road. Not the long road that leads to Natter. Oh no. The long road next to the hush up card, next to the pot calling the kettle black card. Dang. Is she talking to Natter? I think she's talking to Natter.
Your choices are a direct reflection of what you believe you deserve. So if you believe you deserve this, keep doing it. Round of applause. But if you want something different, it's time for you to do something different. Change. And Spirit said, be quiet. You talk entirely too much. Silence, discretion, contemplation, equanimity, consideration, and privacy. And this is why you keep going back and forth. This is why you keep riding that same roller coaster up and down, because you go back and forth with the pot calling the kettle black. Filled with hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, introspection is needed. Hindsight is 2020. This home situation is for you to acknowledge it's time to surrender and release. It's time to get a cleanse, spiritual, mental, physical. And so spirit is acknowledging that that entity, allegedly, energetically, is on you again. Like this is prime time for this weird ass energy to use your physical body as a host to activate. Oof, child.
Yeah, that's something that Neo has picked up multiple times in Foodie's reading, that she has some sort of entity or energy attached to her, and it is nasty. And Neo's not the only one that's pointed this out. Other tarot readers have sensed it as well. Like she just got something bad attached to her. It's horrible.
Temporary intensity surrender. This too shall pass if you choose, but if you want to keep playing that game, you keep winning them prizes. Okay. Foodie beauty. Home situation.
And I would like to say something on that note. Foodie, many different readings that Neo has done, readings that I have done, Sunburst Tarot, Melissa Gold Tarot, even Four Wands Divination, we've all picked up that you're playing around with something magical, something dark. And I don't know what you're doing. I can't say for sure what you're doing, but you're doing things with bad intentions. And I'm also being told right now that the things that you do, you don't take the time to study up on things, learn on things, know how to do things properly. You just go into things willy-nilly. And you do realize that if you do, say, darker magic, and if you're doing spells, if you're doing rituals, and you're asking for things, you may be inviting things to attach to you. And also, when it comes to darker magic, please understand that that can be quite draining on oneself. Very draining. Like the more you ask, the more that is taken from you in return. That's why it's not a good idea to play around with things that you are not informed of, that you're not practiced with, that you do not have respect for. And if you are reaching for things on a magical level, if you are looking to profit off the spiritual world, looking for favors, looking for wealth, looking for abundance, but your intentions are not true, it's going to turn around and backfire on you.
She's not there. She got put out. She's homeless. She had to move. I don't know. Yeah, Spirit said you asking for help now. Please help. Dealing with poverty, not my business. 37 is significant. And in this help, you're seeking abundance. You're seeking more money. Spirit says you have a Jezebel energy.
Sounds like she's going to be getting ready to grift again. That's what it sounds like to me, because she's been grifting hard. Everybody, anybody, all the time. She's just grifting.
You need to get rooted and grounded in this energy. This does not assist you in maintaining authenticity and or being genuine. Are you getting money this way as well? Not my business. What else, Spirit, in regards to her move? Spirit said that you're going to have an awakening. And this is going to make you have to go to the hospital. It makes you feel like you've been hurt. It makes you feel like you're dealing with opposition after opposition after opposition. Trial and tribulation after every single turn. There it goes again. And Spirit said the ancestors are watching. And I've been telling you that much. They watching. Oh. Spirit says there's going to be death. Be that mentally, physically. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and or spiritually. That's your business, because you've been obsessed. You've been obsessed, and you keep trying to change to fit the agenda of someone. Now, I don't know who you're dealing with. I don't know if this person is into the church. I don't know if this person is Catholic. I don't know nothing about this person, right? But you're changing, again, red. You need to get rooted and grounded for this, what feels like higher intuitive energy, what feels like you're connecting to someone who could very well be Catholic. Spirit says you're traveling to see this person, and this person is a thief, mentally, physically, and spiritually, binding, and you're going to be held, you're going to be bound. Thank you, Spirit. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and or spiritually, and there's bondage here. Okay. This is creepy, but Spirit is acknowledging this creates a lot of emotion, sadness, fear, depression, anxiety, wanting to clear, cancel, and release this. You cannot move from this energy. Also, this could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. This is a masculine energy. And does this energy give you money as well? Spirit is acknowledging that this is jealousy and envy. Jealousy and envy. Okay, so ritual practice is also being had. Thank you, Spirit. I should say it.
Sounds like she's going to be going to somebody and they are going to mess her up. And I'm not saying that in an ominous way, but again, Neo's saying it here. You guys know the readings that I've done on Foodie. I just, wherever she's going, whoever she's going to, is going to lead to a heartbreak. I don't know what number she's putting all of her chips on, but she just keeps reaching for people. She just keeps going for other people, just putting all of her time and energy and money into other people rather than being smart and focus on herself for once, because she's so desperate for that validation. She's using men for validation and worth when really she should look inside for that.
Oh, Spirit says the buck stops here. Yeah, rich girl. Again, bondage to make money. Evil entity. This is a twin flame. He's saying, hello, are you back? Are you back over there? Not my business. So in regards to this relationship with this masculine energy that's trying to bind her, or she's trying to bind him, karmic relationship, twin flame, mind games. And y'all have been on a journey. So this isn't your first time with this person. It's a rodeo. This is all for social media. This is a third party. There is this long-term relationship with the other. There's fertility. So wanting to give birth to something mentally and or physically to have it tangible, right? Be a child and or an idea. There's a lot of courting. There's a lot of starting over. So again, this is like a tangled web, right? There's chaos here and there's also destruction. The lesson is going to be learned, whether you like it or not, whether you want to tell the people or not. That's just the energy, okay? And I'm asking about you having to get out of that house, homeless, moving. I don't know, child.
You know what's a shame, Neo, is that I do readings for Foodie. Sunburst Tarot does readings for Foodie. So does 4-1's Divination, Melissa Gold Tarot. She's got a wealth of tarot readers doing tarot readings on her basically for free. Long readings. On top of that, there are the reaction channels that do the reactions to Foodie. There is truth and information and wisdom and experience all over the place that she could draw from. A lot of people speaking up and saying, you really shouldn't travel. You really shouldn't focus on these worthless men. You really need to work on yourself. Like the information is coming. And yet she keeps blocking it out. She just keeps blocking it out. And it's a shame that the information is there. And yet she won't even take a little bit of it in and do something with it.
Yeah, night out, restaurant, eating, Denny's. Moving. Was y'all talking about this over a meal? Spirit's also saying this is a lot of gaslighting around here. This is a troll. You've been lying. You think you're holier than thou. And who's this S with the money? Causes you to have a lot of anxiety. This is going to be the devil in the detail. The devil in the details. The devil is the landlord.
Ooh.
Getting caught up. Catfish. This situation is troubling. It's troublesome for you. Foodie beauty, homeless, had to move, relocated. Thank you, Spirit. With a man that you trust. Feels like you have an open heart for this person. He's a dog, or has a dog. This is a long-term relationship. It keeps saying that this is something or someone who you've dealt with before. The past. There's loyalty here. There's stamina and honesty and good progress. A pleasant trip. You're traveling to be with this person. Innocent in nature. This is a masculine energy, and you feel like this person is going to come and bring you some form of healing. But this also requires money. So there's a small increase in money. This is an off and on relationship. Okay. Part of this is having to deal with work. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack came down and bumped his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. A jack of all trades, quarrels, different things. This relationship is unstable and it requires a lot of extra. Okay. More. Generosity, spending. Spirit is also acknowledging that there's this energy of working is a bonus. Working together is like a bonus. Whatever.
It sounded more and more like Natter. It really does. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be somebody new that none of us over here have seen or heard of, somebody that she might be talking to behind the scenes. Ugh. But whoever it is, it doesn't sound like someone that would be good for her.
Spirit is saying high energy, electricity, high spiritual energy. Oh, y'all do that? Y'all tap into that? Spirit said red tape. Okay. Tapping into the psychic energy. Okay. Wanting more money to come in, planning for change with this person, works with electricity and or the government. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, there's that. That's your business. Foodie beauty, homeless, moving, kicked out, finding a new place to dwell. That's her business. Yeah, Spirit says you're suffocating, you're needy, you're making people wait. And because of that, in regards to this movement, in regards to your home, there's a lot of gossip, eavesdropping, and storytelling. There's rebellion and fear, feeling unbalanced. There's also cultural differences, being away from someone who could live in another country. This makes you feel alone, dealing with barriers, lost, brutal, difficulty, endless. Also sulking, victim mentality, and depression, wanting back the good times without putting in the work. But Spirit says you can't have it because you've been feisty. You're fiery, fire sign energy. You like a good debate. You like to go back and forth. You like to turn the temperature up on things. And
She does. She likes to fight.
speaking of turning the temperature up on things, there's toxicity within a group and or your secret quote unquote family. There's regrets, irrationality, promiscuity with a stranger. And now there's introspection, mediation, relaxation, hermit mode, Virgo energy. Now you got to sit with yourself and sit with your thoughts. Okay. And Spirit says that you have to sit and think about how you've been controlling, influencing others, devious, a trickster, exploitative, a fool, filled with manipulation, how you've been mean, unemotional, rude, with a lack of empathy, how you've been a hustler with a unique job.
You know what? I'm just going to say what I'm feeling right now off the moneymaker card. There are some people who are entertainers. There's a lot of people who are entertainers, actors, actresses, that they go to work and they do the work. But then after the work is over, and then they go home and they're not working anymore. Part of Chantal's problem is that she's always in work mode. Like she doesn't have a boundary of people that she works versus people that are her personal group, her family, her friends, that is just her personal circle. Like she's working and hustling and scamming and conning and lying to everybody. Like she keeps the same mindset all the time for everyone around her. Like there are no boundaries with her. She treats everybody the same, like as a potential mark.
Well, that makes me feel like that OnlyFans energy. Thank you, Spirit. Again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Spirit says it's about to come out. It's about to be a celebration. It's about to be loud with fireworks. This information is going to get out and it's going boom. Okay. People are going to be like hearing it. Thank you, Spirit, all over that you've been doing things that one would consider conflicting desire, makes you uncomfortable, but you do it anyway. Bored, dealing with the dry spell because there's a fear of not being accepted, closeted, and secretive. And you thought that these secrets were locked and key, silenced, burdened, quiet, thought nobody was going to know. But guess what? This powerful man said, oh, well, he's egotistical, aggressive, and bossy, and he's going to share all the dirty details. Wow. White Spirit said, dirty Diana, not my business.
Ooh, dirty Diana. Oh, I remember that song from Michael Jackson. Oh, Chantal.
Anyway, Foodie Beauty.
And you know what? Can I just say this? Like, if she's doing adult entertainment stuff, like, I don't care. You know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if she weren't portraying herself as a Muslim woman. If she's doing that stuff at the same time portraying herself as a Muslim woman, this is a problem. If she weren't a Muslim woman and she said, yes, I am doing adult stuff, it wouldn't be as big of a deal.
Current energy. All right, Spirit says that you've been doing some things in an inappropriate way with the Magician in reverse. Manipulation. You've been doing things to manipulate, to create illusion. You're not tapping in on your true talents, your real abilities. That's your business. And Spirit says with the Ace of Swords, you have some new ideas because that one's not working. And I feel like I've said that to you before. If that don't work, you try something else. And so there's this energy of you having to make a new decision, a new opportunity to have some form of clarity. However, with the Page of Coins in reverse, you're not going anywhere because there's childhood issues, broken dreams, immaturity, envy, and childishness. It's affecting your finances. It's affecting everything. And Spirit says with the Hierophant, you will have traditional wisdom. You will have spiritual wisdom because energy is getting ready to sit that ass down. Belt to ass season. And don't take offense to what I'm saying. I just have to say it exactly how I hear it, right? With the Hierophant, it's time for balance. It's time for you to go in front of someone to gain some wisdom, spiritual wisdom, traditional wisdom. That could look like a court of law. That could look like a pope. That could look like a priest. Maybe that could look like whatever you want to look like, a therapist. Going to therapy. All right. What's her biggest obstacle with this new move? Biggest obstacle with 10 of coins, it's going to cost you. It's going to hit them pockets. This was an unforeseen situation of which you're going to have financial disputes, general loss, family feud, restriction, separation, problems with a large corporation or the government. With the 3 of Cups, this is going to cause for you to be sad, okay? Neglected, social life, cancel celebrations, cheating, and or gossip. And with the Moon card, you're trying to revert disaster. You don't want, it's inevitable, but you're trying to hold up the falling house. You're trying to keep secrets. You don't want to face your truth, your fact, your moon. Moon represents illumination to what is hidden, what is dark, what is trying to be suppressed. You don't want it to come to the surface. It's like trying to hold on to water. What the hell? Anxiety, sadness, fear, and depression, wanting to clear, cancel, and release that. And it's not happening the way in which you wanted it to. And then finally, with the Knight of Swords, Spirit is acknowledging that you're being stagnant, lazy, missed opportunities, and going with the flow when you should be fighting for yourself. Not my business. All right, so what's next? I don't want to tussle. For Foodie Beauty in the house and no home, homeless, etc. Well, with the Page of Wands, throwing water on the flame, you can't juggle all of this. Bad intentions, easily tricked, loud mouth, lack of seriousness. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, optimism, acceptance, resilience, perseverance, and forgiveness from a broken heart. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying it's inevitable. You can't keep living like this. You can't keep fighting like this. You can't keep going against spirit, the universe. It's inevitable. It is. Spirit keeps saying this. You're going to have a moment of reflection of which, whether you like it or not, you're going to be sat down so that you can think about your thoughts.
You know what, Neil? Like, I agree with all that you just said, everything you said during this reading. And I just want to say this to you, Foodie, Chantal, Marie. You work overtime to hide secrets about what you do and who you are. But what secrets are you hiding? You're hiding secrets about a life that is totally fake. You're hiding secrets relating to your online persona. You take great joy in secrets. Like, we put secrets in the vault. You like your own secrets. You like finding out the secrets of other people. You like finding out the information of other people. It makes you feel powerful. And it makes you feel strong to hide things from people. But you can't keep doing this. You just can't. You can't keep living in a persona. You got to get in touch with yourself. You haven't been in touch with yourself for years. You haven't had a conversation with Chantal Marie in years because you spent so much time and so many years courting and dancing with and giving everything to Foodie Beauty, the persona. And because of that, the person has been neglected. You've neglected yourself as a person in order to give everything to the persona, because the persona has everything that the person does not. And why does the person not have these things? Because you did not give that part of yourself those things. You denied it those things. You denied it care. You denied it thought. You denied your real self the opportunity to sit down and say, what do I really want? What do I need? What would make me really happy? You distracted yourself with the online persona and living in the online persona. And the universe is sick and tired of you living in the persona and being destructive with it, and also self-destructive, because you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting other people and animals too. And the universe don't play with that.
So that you can have soul searching energy and with solitude and spiritual enlightenment and guidance. Everybody go. If you keep pushing, the universe is going to keep pulling. Every time you step left, it's a dance. The universe is going to win every single time. Every single time. Every single time. Whether you like it or not.
And knowing Chantal, Foodie Beauty, when things happen to her, when she suffers some of the consequences of her own actions, she's just getting the backlash of the boomerang that she threw out in the first place. Her natural reaction is going to be things that people did to her, what people have done to her. Like, she views everything as me versus them, when the real truth is it's her versus herself. She is her own worst enemy. She gets in her own way. She shoots herself in the foot every single time. And all of the damage that she receives is a result of something that she started in the first place. Like, no one is doing anything to her. It's all her doing something to herself. Like, she is the starting point, but she's also the finishing point. But she is the architect of her life, as it is with everybody else. We are all the architects of our lives, and the happiness or unhappiness is shaped by the choices we make, the things that we do, the thoughts that we have. And unfortunately for Foodie, Chantal, she's made a lot of bad choices and she's not stopped yet. As a matter of fact, she's getting worse. And I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion. And I'm basing my opinion and my feeling on watching her. I honestly think that it would be better for her to be committed somewhere, spending some time in a mental institution, because I feel at this stage she is a danger to herself, but possibly to other people as well. Like, she needs to seek some mental treatment.
Final message to Foodie Beauty in regards to her movement or lack thereof, homeless, looking for a new place. We do get Ika. 28 is significant. There is a negative aspect on this card. To avoid reality only makes you face the same issues again and again. Let me say that. I just said that. To avoid reality only makes you face the same issues again and again. This card is acknowledging dramatic personality, has a tendency to over-exaggerate situations, lives on an emotional roller coaster, impulsive, takes everything to the extreme, has difficulty trusting others, carries trauma due to physical and sexual violence.
One moment, please. Okay, I'm sorry that I stopped the react for a minute, but I just got struck with something. And you guys are going to think I'm weird. But when I saw the picture of the tarot card, I got a song lyric in my head from a very, 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 very old song that I heard back when I was a child. It's an old song called Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. And it was by a group called Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. And I'd heard this song before, but never really paid much attention to the lyrics. and I wanted to know the meaning of the lyrics. So I looked it up. The lyrics tell the story of a man who spent 3 long years in prison and is now trying to take stock of his relationship. He uses the yellow ribbon as a barometer for whether or not he is welcome back home. I don't know why that just jumped in my head during the react, what that has to do with Foodie. I don't know if it means like she's trying to get back in with somebody. I don't know. That's just what I picked up. Very strange.
Sending you love and light. Because if your whole life is reflective upon an issue that you had in your childhood and you're walking around with unhealed childhood trauma, peace and blessings to you, seriously, because you're carrying this weight of what should have been released years ago. But you yourself keep further traumatizing yourself and abusing yourself with your actions now. It's not them now, it's you. You are your own abuser, allegedly.
Those are powerful words. You are your own abuser. Those are powerful words, Neo. Damn. Damn.
And energetically. And so when does it stop? As if playing with a powder keg at the edge of a bonfire, the negative influence of Odu Ika in this moment alerts to the dangers of aggression and imminent explosive violence. This is often you've reached your limit, and from there, all that remains is the leap into the unknown abyss. I've been saying that. Man, it's not always easy to see the reality of life and not be hurt when you realize that despite all your efforts, it seems that happiness is getting farther and farther away. Still giving in to these impulses will not cause revolution, just more confusion. Breathe for a moment and look inward. Seek to recognize how much of all of that anguish and hurt comes from the demands you impose on yourself and others. You reap what you sow. No matter how strong your will, your self-sufficiency, and your stability to achieve, not everyone around you is prepared to experience a roller coaster of emotions like you. Thank you, Spirit. And demanding it from them will only reinforce the loneliness that adult life has imposed on you. In the same way, just because others can't keep up with your pace, it doesn't mean that they don't deserve your trust. As difficult as this may seem, it is possible to delegate tasks and responsibilities to people around you as long as you can recognize their limitations and especially learn who and what to trust, because you trust the wrong folk. Thank you, Spirit. On the other hand, as an Odu of contrasts and revolutions, Ika often ends up rocking your emotional stability, which can lead you to act aggressively and make decisions based on passion instead of reason. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, always maybe. That way, neither you nor the universe will know which direction to take. So any effort will be in vain. Instead of accelerating and tripping over your own feet, while trying to accomplish everything at the same time, how about slowing down and moving forward with the certainty that the path you have taken is the one you really want? Because the shit you own is crazy. And I'm just telling you, allegedly and energetically, if you that's your business, that's your path. And Spirit keeps saying, look before you leap or be prepared to fall. Remember, life changes happen one step at a time. And if you keep playing with spirit and act like it's non-existent, you're cool, you're fine, then keep doing it. Keep on. Keep on. It's easy to blame others. It's hard to blame yourself. But you're at a space and time where energy is saying, no more. It's belt to ass season. Y'all call me back.
Wonderful reading, Neo. And can I just add some closing thoughts to your reading? There's lots of people, lots and lots of people who have had hard childhoods, or perhaps they experienced some kind of trauma in their childhoods. They've experienced some severe hurt growing up or somewhere in their lives. But there's a lot of people that experience the hurt, but they don't let the hurt define them, nor do they use the hurt that they experienced somewhere as a reason or an excuse to go on and hurt other people later. It is possible to go through trauma or something terrible and move past it and be a good person and do good things. Hurt people hurt other people. And I don't know what Foodie has experienced in her life, what hurt she might have gone through, but just because she experienced it does not give her a free pass to keep on giving out hurt by the box load. Like she just needs to reach inside of herself, find out where the hurt is, and properly deal with it versus dealing with it in the wrong ways and causing more pain for more people. So that's it for this react. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And thank you very much for doing the reading on Foodie, Neo. And for those of you that have never heard of Neo Tarot, please look down below in the description. You'll see her video link. Follow it back to her channel and sub up to her if you'd like. And I'm going to leave. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.